Welcome back to the end of the ball. And I'm at the end of the ball because it's the end of the season, and the way the season transpired, the end of the ball is where I need to be to drown my sorrows. So I've been avoiding all the pundits. First take, first things first, speak, the facility. I've been trying to avoid all that stuff just because I don't want to hear this narrative about Lamar, even though it has some merit to it. But a lot of people want to blame Lamar for the first half turnovers only. And, the different pundits have badgered it, hammered it home, and saying that, he's held to a higher standard because he's won MVP. And I get all that. I understand that. That's cool and dandy. But as far as listening to these guys, I refuse to go listen to them, like, on my own. But scrolling Twitter and different people reposting stuff that I follow, so I just happen to fall into the rabbit hole of listening. And so everybody's saying that, he can't turn it over. The turnovers were the reason we lost the game. And if you don't turn it over 2 times, we win, which is true. And, all the teams that won this weekend didn't turn it over, which is true, except the Texans. But the Texans gave up like 300 sacks. But still, Dan Orlovsky is the only person, and probably the last person I thought would have a reasonable take on it. He said some things on Get Up that I said on, on this channel. He mentioned, and I think I posted some of it on Twitter, he mentioned Derrick Henry missing the block on the interception, and so Lamar having to get rid of the ball before he wanted to. He also said the exact same thing that I said. Bateman broke flat, Lamar threw it high. There could have been a little miscommunication on that, but it still was a bad interception completely. But still, you don't factor in the other stuff. Then he mentioned the fumble. Okay, ball was snapped way over here to this left hand. So he had to catch that, stop it from going straight backwards. Then he dropped it. He had to pick that up. Now he was trying to make a play, which we've seen him make plays like that all the time. The play versus Cincinnati. For everybody saying, get down, get down, get down, Lamar picked the ball up, make plays all the time. So in his nature, that's what he was going to do. Pick the ball up, make another play. But Dan said some of the similar things that I said. And let's take a listen to him real quick, and then we'll end this video.
One, and this is not to kill any other player, but I'd say, Derek, you can make a better block because Milano beats you. That forces the decision to happen faster for the quarterback. He's judging, does he go high or flat on the route? He throws it high. It's not a great throw. Does it become an interception if the block's made better? Probably not. And then this is the fumble. I would love to see on this RPO a better snap because if it's a better snap, right, the back's probably hitting his head on the goalpost. Now you, yes, want Lamar to not give the ball away. Dom, we were just talking about it. We've seen Lamar do that against the Bengals twice this year against the Giants where he makes absolutely something out of nothing. So,
all right, so coming back to, again, Dan is the only person I've seen with some sensible takes. Should Lamar get blamed for this loss? Yes. Is he the sole reason why we lost? No, indeed. Does he, in my opinion, does he even get 50% of it? Nope. Because I don't think all turnovers are created equal. Situational football is what the name of that game is predicated on. The Bills won situational football. We didn't. And situational football mainly comes starting at the 2-minute drill in the first half back, for the most part. For the most part. And all of somebody else's critical mistakes happened in that window. So you're down 5. No, you're down 8. You're down 8. A little bit over 3 minutes left. You got to go 88-ish yards to get a touchdown because a holding penalty on the kickoff. So that's a lot of field to go versus a team that's, pretty much to beat up on your offensive line the whole game. You drive down the field, throw after throw, play after play. You get them in position to, take shots at the end zone. Not only do you do that, you score with about 90 seconds left. So you only really use 2 minutes of that time to work your team down the field and get a touchdown with the opportunity to go for 2. All right, you score with an incredible play to Likely. You come back, the infamous rollout. Now this time, we run it to perfection. Bateman comes in. sets the screen, then jumps out the way so he don't get touched, so he can't get called for OPI. Mark comes off of that, wide open. Lamar makes sure he throws him a catchable ball. So I'm saying you could have led some kind. No, because he can't just blindly roll out and throw that ball. Because if they switch all that stuff off, that's a pick going the other way. So he had to make sure Mark cleared first. And then once he cleared, he threw him a little dart, which Mark clearly showed the numbers, hit him with both hands. He just dropped that sun gun. He just dropped it. So it is what it is, man. But now, we're going to kind of wrap this season on up and put a bow on it, and it is what it is. We got the 27th pick. We got some comp picks that's probably going to fall through for some guys that left last year. We'll talk about that later. And let's just put it to rest, man. It was a team loss. This is not solely on Lamar. Lamar played one of his better playoff games. So I'm really tired of all that already. And I appreciate y'all for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to come to the end of the ball with me. Stay thirsty, my friends. Peace.